Hey, and welcome to Straight to the Point with Broomba. This is my first episode of the second show. My first show was, of course, Multi-Boxing Power Hour with Broomba. This show is more of a general gaming show, giving credence in topics and conversations and forums and whatnot regarding game in general. For anyway from Blizzard games like WoW, Mr. Pandaria, the new expansion coming out, and Diablo 3, the new game coming out, the new expansion to StarCraft 2, as well as Star Wars, Terra, Final Fantasy 14, and other games coming out within the next months, if not the end of the year. So this is just a general gaming show regarding games for conversationalists and pointers like that. This is not going to be a show dedicated to points, tips, tricks, and anything else that might seem noteworthy to take heart to. This is basically a show where I comment, opine, talk about, give my opinions and whatnot, just in general about games in general. And so I'm looking forward to this. This will be shot usually probably on the weekends and then immediately uploaded to YouTube thereafter. My first show, Multi-Boxing Power Hour with Broomba, is going to be shot first, and it's either going to be Wednesday or it can be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, depending on what I do. Or I actually might do both shows in one day, which really is not that bad because it's kind of fun and it gives you some time to kind of take away from multi-boxing or solo my tunes and kind of devote time and energy and focus on these two shows. And that's what I want to do, is do that for you, the viewers, because you're the ones who keep coming back and supporting me and other people who follow along and stream along on twitch.tv and other websites as well. So you can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and email me. And at the end of this video there will be a list of contact information you can reach me at, and you can subscribe, follow, whatever. Just go to town with it. Also, will thinking about actually having you guys, the viewers, actually post a video or email me a video of yourself or whatnot of a question, a topic, or your opinion on something, what you think you're doing, or what about a game, or what are you doing about a game now. And so we can kind of go with that. So it'll be kind of an interesting dynamic to gaming where me and you, the viewer, actually interact with one another, not only in the live streams but Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and all that. So this is a way that you can email me or send me a link to an email you have provided, and I can either put that into this video somewhere. I can squeeze this in somewhere, or I could you can give me the link and I will post a link into the video or into on my Facebook page or my YouTube page or whatnot. So I'm here to reach out to you and you reach out to me, and we can kind of bridge a gap. We can kind of gap the bridge, whatever you want to call it. And so we can actually solidify this so-called online gaming community world that we are both living in. And at first I was kind of nervous about broadcasting, A, on microphone, and B, on camera, but I plunged ahead and bought a webcam yesterday. About $39, really good one, and it's obviously really good quality. For it's a Logitech C510. I also went ahead and plunged out and got a video software program that edits my videos. I was using Nero, but that didn't work so well, so I decided to plunge ahead for 40, 45, 50 bucks. One-time investment. The camera, one-time investment. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited about the possibilities and potentials of where this show is going to go and the future weeks and months and years to come, as well as the multi-boxing power hour with Broomba. So I'm looking forward to that. My stream has been getting new viewers and followers. I'm up to 47, 48 followers. I think over 1,200 views, and my YouTube page is getting up there to about 40, almost 40, 45 viewers, and I think I got 5 or 6 subscribers. So it is slowly getting out there, and it's not just me, it's other people who also multi-box and stream their games live. I will give comments about WoW. The 4.32 patch came out. There was some nerfs going on with Deathwing's fight and some other things that were incorporated. The 64-bit client I did run, and it seemed to run pretty well. For instance, I was in Thunder Bluff, when was it, Wednesday? And I was playing one of my tunes, and the FPS, the frames per second was like 35 to 40. After I tried the 64-bit client, it went up to almost 60 frames per second, and that was the same settings, so I didn't change the graphical settings. It just actually was a little smoother, and the load screens were faster, and things looked better in 64-bit mode. So I noticed that transition. I noticed that change in WoW. Star Wars, I've been watching people play Star Wars for more than about 6 weeks to a month now on Twitch.tv. And I noticed that there were several major bugs and lags and other issues that BioWare has sort of gotten under control, but have ignored other problems as well. Like, for instance, if you watch Star Wars on Twitch.tv, there's numerous people who broadcast Twitch Star Wars games on it. Ilum, the battle, the PvP battleground field where 50s go in there and fight for and grind for honor points or whatever they call them, battle gear. I'm not interested in that right now. I'm more interested in the leveling, the actual story mode of the game, and maybe every now and then an occasional flashpoint and go around the planets. I think that's kind of interesting. I'm more into that aspect, like I am into the WoW lore, which I've read all the novels and stuff, and so I'm interested in seeing where WoW and Blizzard takes WoW in the future after, of course, Mist of Pandaria. I understand they're going to do some changes to BC, the battle chest. Not battle chest. No, well, that's what it came from. That's where it came with after Burning Crusade was released. It's a battle chest, but they're thinking about going back and touching upon Outlands and doing some changes there. They initially said at the BlizzCon last year, 2010, that actually Mist of Pandaria expansion, that content of that expansion was going to be the next expansion after the vanilla WoW, but they, for whatever reason, they decided to shelve that for a while and get Outlands out. Then, of course, Lich King and Cataclysm. Now they're going back to Mist of Pandaria. I'm looking forward to Mist of Pandaria, not per se for the pet battle combat mode. I don't really care for that. People like that. That's achievement points. Okay, fine. I'm interested in for the story, the actual leveling experience, and multi-boxing in the Mist of Pandaria, the new dungeons, the new areas, and whatnot. And yes, I will level a panda bear. In fact, I'll level several panda bears, probably different classes. And I will both go Horde and Alliance on them, so I'm not picky on that. I do play Alliance and Hordes on both currently on PvP and PvE realm servers. And so I'm multi-box now on US Air and BlackRock US Horde side. I've got a guild in that, so you can watch you can watch feature videos for that, or come see my stream. You can notice that too. So yeah, I'm not picky at all. Some people are. PvP, I'll do occasional PvP. I'll do Alterac Valley. That's probably my favorite one. And so far, I've tried the rest of them, like 08, 09, 10. I was interested in the lore and the dungeons, and with multi-boxing, that I provide you that outlet. Diablo 3, I'm looking forward to that. I've never played Diablo, any of them. I was aware of when they were released, but I wasn't big into PC games back then. I was kind of into console games, starting Lord with the NES and the Super NES, and then the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, and the Wii, and Nintendo, and N64, and the list goes on and on. So I had good 15 years of playing console games, and it just really wasn't recently until the last 4 years I got into WoW, and that's pretty much where I've been. I'd never played Rift and Aeon. I predicted when they were released that they were going to be duds, and they're still around, but not as popular, or they weren't going to be the WoW killer. People, please give it up. People, the only reason WoW will die is if Blizzard kills it, which they're not going to, I would say, in the next 5, 6, 7 years. I believe they've got not only Mr. Pandaria on the horizon, in my opinion, I believe they got at least good 2, maybe 3 expansions after Mr. Pandaria. There is some storylines they have not wrapped up yet. Thrall, like I said, Outland, Sargeras, and Elmodrine. I mean, my God, I think they've got at least good 5, 6 years more left in Blizzard, in addition to the patches and all that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Diablo 3. StarCraft, I haven't played StarCraft. I do have StarCraft 2 Battle Chest. No, I'm sorry, I do have the StarCraft 1 Battle Chest. I don't have the StarCraft 2. But I understand they're going to release sometime this year StarCraft 2 second expansion, I believe it is. First or second expansion? I think it's the second expansion. And then they're going to release Diablo 3. I predict probably Diablo 3 first released. I suspect probably Diablo 3 around May, June, July-ish. I expect the beta for Mr. Pandaria, in my opinion, of course, April, May, June. and then I think come October, November, December, Mr. Panda's going to release, and I would say in between July and October, September, October, November is when StarCraft 2 comes out. The expansion for StarCraft 2 comes out. People are upset with BlizzCon. Hey, Blizzard's got a hands full. Okay, guys, they're not going to happen this year. They're working on 3 major projects, 1 expansion, actually 2 expansions, and well, 3 really if you think about it, Diablo 3. But they're working. They've got their hands full. All right, so let them do the thing. You got Star Wars in the meantime. You got some final stuff of Lich Cataclysm to wrap up with Deathwing and Firelands, and of course, other games as well. So, to me, hey, I rather have them produce a game that actually is worth playing and the content's actually there, than rushing through a game now and putting it out before BlizzCon and having BlizzCon and the game being crap. Alright, they're going to have BlizzCon next year. Alright, so yeah, that's going to happen again. And that's when possibly Titan might be discussed or actually show some more in details on Titan. So yeah, in Star Wars, I'm looking forward to that as well. Final Fantasy 14 is supposedly coming out at the end of this year. I tried playing some of the Final Fantasy games. I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy, you know, but so that's that in a nutshell in the games. Regarding some games out, console games, yeah, you got your kind of Battlefield genres out already, and you got kind of the same feel to those games. I've played some of those games in the past couple years. Of course, my favorite console game series in the last decade, pretty much since 2001, 2002, was on, I think, original PlayStation 1, and then and the games after that went to PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, was Ratchet and Clank. To me, that is the ultimate PlayStation series that's perfect. I mean, it's just awesome. I love Ratchet and Clank. In fact, I have all the Ratchet and Clank, including the download that you can get off the PlayStation 3. And I played Mario, Zelda, and I played them all, so I'm kind of all over the map. If a game's fun, I'll play it. That's a simple point. And then I will come here and talk about it, or give my opinion on something, or approach it differently than normal people would. Criticism is one thing, and that's fine. Constructive criticism is one thing. Just to simply lambaste a person just because you disagree with them, and even though the points are valid, and you still mock and ridicule them, that's really not productive. That's really not necessary. Sorry, I'm looking over my phone over here on the side. I'm expecting Comcast to call me within the next an hour. I'm getting new internet service, so I'm looking forward to that. Instead of using my old service, I'm going to Comcast, and I'm paying a little extra money for the internet speed, but hey, 50 download, 10 upload speed compared to what I got now, you can't beat that. Apologize if I kind of glance to the side here on this side over here, because I'm looking at the phone just in case they call, so I can say, yep, come on in. And finally, the webcam I'm getting, I got that yesterday, and I decided to get one because I don't want to film on this anymore. Alright? Oh, some people are still streaming. Sorry. It flashes up and I have to check to see if it's Comcast, because you never know when they're going to call or actually knock on the door. This is what I've been using to film on Multiboxing Power Hour, and I was going to do that on this show, this episode, and I thought, you know what, one-time investment for this, I was going to use a Nero, and the camera, which I'm filming now on, is a lot better because I don't have to tape it to this. I don't have to tape it to this, and then take it to my DVD-R recorder and copy it onto that, which is I don't know, 12, well actually it was maybe 5 minutes, and then rip that onto my hard drive using Nero, and then put it into an editing software program, and then mesh the two together, the one I shot my Multiboxing Jamba add-on stuff with. So I decided to use the camera and recording in MP4, and so I'm looking forward to that. Nope, people are still streaming. Anyway, so pardon my glitches. This will be the only time actually I will glance to the phone in future shows, because once Comcast is here and they get it installed, I expect 30 minutes tops to do it. I'm not going to be glancing to the side or anything like that. So this is my first episode of this show, and I'll be interesting in finale. I'll be interesting to see exactly your thoughts, your inputs, your overall contribution to it, whether it's email, a video link, a video of yourself. I will somehow incorporate them in there. Make sure if you do send a video, make sure that I can get it in some MP format. yeah, MP4. That's a tongue twister. Anyway, MP4 format. It's a lot easier to actually put into Sony and render it and make it one big file. Or else I have to confine. I have to I have to convert it and do all sorts of stuff like that. So try to make it as easy as possible so that I can actually do that. I'm still experimenting with the Sony Vegas. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm still trying to figure out test run exactly which files will actually go in there and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm looking forward to it. So this is going to go up on YouTube, and I'm looking forward to your comments. At the very end of this video, there is going to be a graphic of Broomba, my night elf hunter, and my pet, and it's going to have the list of my Twitch, my Facebook, my YouTube, my email, and my Twitter account. So that's how you can contact me. And I'll be streaming here probably within the next couple of hours, once Comcast gets here and gets this job done. I'll be streaming hopefully with better resolution and better streaming quality for you guys. And so yeah, I'll look forward to and hear from you in the future.